You know those? Have you ever been to an old person, a white person's old house, and they usually have like a rug, not rug, but like blanket adjacent fabric over the couch. You need one of those. Not like the sheet protector for the couch. I just mean like one of those like rugs you put on.
Like I don't know, quilt.
Yes, there you go. I guess a quilt would work.
Totally oblivious quilt.
Yeah. And just maybe all of our iconic phrases.
Just stitch together a bunch of nonsense words.
Okay. Random. Have you seen the TikToks? I don't think I've sent them to you. Where it's like they're looking at a sentence and then somebody's like pretending they're an ancient or they're a future like paleontologist. Not paleontologist. I forgot the scientific word. And is looking at the old sentence and be like, so clearly when he says this whole sentence, we're getting this money, 100 sign. When it or getting this bag, it refers to getting this money, and the 100 and the it's just all of that on a quilt, just and then like a fucking oh my god, I'm forgetting the name. It's not coming to my head.
Anthropologist.
Yes, and then they're just what do these hieroglyphics mean? And then it just translates to fuck, Caleb. Everything is death.
Everything sucks.
Everything sucks.
It's just one of those days.
I guess there is some non-related political news today.
Oh?
Are you familiar with the game CS:GO?
Only in the way of it existing in the lexicon of the internet.
Gamers. So CS:GO has, this is the only part you know, gives the opportunity to players to buy skins in their games, but it's like they're one of the OG loot boxes. But the difference is that you can sell them on the Steam marketplace. So there's a whole bunch of uniqueness with all these skins. And as of today, one of the most valuable skins you can get, that being knives, has drastically lost its value by $2 billion because Valve now allows people to buy up to knives. So if you give 10 or five red skins, you have the ability to get a knife. So all of a sudden, everybody's able to get knives now, and the collective collector community is like, oh my god, if this is over, the game's over. But all the players who couldn't fucking afford half of these. By the way, the keys and the boxes to get some of these skins are like sometimes over $100. So you either earn them through in game, or you buy them on the Steam marketplace on some like crazy stuff. That's insane. So like, Valve just like made it easier for people to get skins and stuff.
Very cool of them to do.
Yeah. Like the only people complaining are the collectors. I won't lie. The skins you can get up to, for the most part, don't look that good. I'm like, they gave you all like the bitch list, I'm gonna rarest items.
Real. This just goes for this is going for everybody who's like the Pokemon scalpers, just collectors in general. Mm-hmm. If your collection is only valuable because other people can't have it, you suck.
Yeah, more or less. That's the reason why the blue gem karambits that much is because that case, in order to buy it, was from like 12 years ago. Yeah, like over 12 years ago. There's only a limited number of it, and like the knife itself is super limited, so on and so forth. And there's a whole bunch of like. There's like I won't lie, Valve knows how to make a good fucking game, and like CS in terms of it's like how the skins operate, it's actually quite genius. Like it's actually pretty cool, but it's like those knives are like, yeah, man, why the fuck are we paying $100,000 for a knife? It's
great question.
Genuinely, it is some of the most insane stuff. So spooky day for the people of CS.
Spooky day for collectors who. I guess.
And anybody who watching this, if you get a Doppler right now, gamble. Open 10 CS:GO cases and see what you get. This is your sign to gamble.
Oh, I guess personal news. I should have the full playthrough out the initial full playthrough out by the time this
Pokemon
episode comes out. No, I finished Silent Hill F. Crazy. Spoiler alert, your character's actually insane.
Oh, okay.
Like the whole final act of the game, I was just like, wait a minute. And then the final cutscene.
I'm the bad person.
Just had me. I was actually just speechless.
Oh.
Like, jaw agape.
Oh. If we're doing gamer things, last night I hit a fucking clip on Battlefield 6. I long scoped an RPG on somebody. I wish I fucking could screen record, but it happened and it was awesome. Just Battlefield 6 is awesome, by the way. Like, genuinely,
shockingly
great. I'm gonna play it after this because my brother was playing it. I'm like, oh, let's go record. I'm on a game. I haven't stopped today. I started like working at like 11 or 10, like YouTube wise, and I haven't like sat down and actually done something I liked. I've been sitting down.
That's me every day.
Yeah, I wanna hit clips. Engineers.
I did end up. One of my coworkers did get me the new Pokemon game.
Oh, really?
I started it a little bit last night.
Oh, you're playing Z. Okay.
And I was like, so far, it's all right.
I'm low key. I might get Digimon for myself on my.
Now that's a game.
I low key was watching somebody play it on YouTube. I'm all like, I think I might get this.
It looks good. Just, had I not been gifted this game, definitely would not have bought it. Also, no intention to play the new Digimon really either. But Luigi's Mansion on the Switch. Now that's something I'm into.
Crazy. Spoopy month.
It's the end already. That sucks. But that means it's Eat Month soon.
Bro, I don't think this year's Thanksgiving is going to be ass, bro.
I have a bad feeling it might be too.
I have a feeling that there's going to be November is usually when the art starts to go crazy. So I'm kind of scared.
Oh no!
So we'll see what happens politically. But that's not the word of the episode. Real life fear. Boo, boo.
Anyway, yeah. To end off Spooky Month, this was kind of impromptu. Last minute, I realized I was gonna have time today to record. So I was like, I better get Alex over here before tomorrow comes, and all of a sudden Alex might not have time to do anything.
It was just in the morning. I'm trying to upload tomorrow by like 3, and then I have to record my Patreon episode before I forget. I'm terrible at it.
See, so busy stuff. So we got lucky that right now worked. But we're gonna finish off Spooky Month with the lazy choice, but also could be interesting.
We could be getting some of the most garbage or the most convincing ghost evidence ever.
Maybe we could. Maybe that'll be what this episode is.
Ranking ghost stories.
We'll read these stories and then we'll rank whether they're scary or whether they're believable.
Okay.
I guess we'll decide. We'll have that be like the scale is how believable is it? How scary was it? How interested were we in the story? And then we'll make like a
Pokemon
scale.
Black be like, I got really sad after I killed everybody. Oh, really?
I killed everybody and then spent an innumerable amount of hours wandering around an empty field of a game and somehow psychically knew that there was something more to find in this game if I went to a very specific position on the map that I don't even think's possible to access without HMs.
Ghost can just learn them all.
He couldn't because he had no Pokemon.
Oh, that's right.
So, fallacy.
Yeah, there you go.
Fool.
Anyway,
I gotta log into Reddit now.
What did you use your computer? Or is it too fucking...
I could get my computer, but it's upstairs and I don't want to look.
I'm lazy.
Maybe I should get the computer.
Might as well. We have the power of editing.
Cut.
I read some devastating news. This is the first thing I saw on Instagram.
What happened?
And no U.S. state does working 40 hours will get you a 2-bedroom apartment.
Like minimum wage or?
Just working 40 hours in general.
Wow.
Crazy.
Now that's scary. Ooga booga housing market.
I wonder when it will break. I really do.
Ooga booga housing market. The market crash. Boo. Scary. Oh, here's a mortgage. Student debt. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my eyes were tweaking.
Are you guys scared yet? Is this scary enough for you?
Is this scary?
Come on.
Ghost stories. You know, okay.
Ghost stories.
You wanna
No.
you wanna know an interesting conversation I had with Nat a while back? I think it's actually quite fascinating.
What?
So when we were walking back to her house one evening, or this was here in Moses, not in Seattle. We had some type of conversation. I forgot how we ended up to this conversation, but it was like I think I came up with a little hypothesis. I'm like, because I think this was when I figured out I had like some form of anxiety, and I go, I was never like this when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever had like anxiety like this. So I pondered. I was like, why do I? Why do I have it now? So then I was just, bouncing ideas off of Nat, and I was all like, what if as you get older and as your frontal lobe develops, your fears move on from, ooh, there's something in the shadow, be terrified, to like tangible fears like mortgages and not being able to pay rent and other related things people are genuinely like actual fears, like, oh my God, am I going to be able to afford the house or car payment this month? And that low-key starts to like develop fears or develop like fears, not fears, but like anxiety and depression and yada. I was like, are all like these mental disorders we have now just a byproduct of how we live?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's almost, it's either that's the case,
Mm-hmm.
or that they only became disorders. Like these were just quirks that people would have
Mm-hmm.
naturally, but because our society is so rigid in the way it operates,
Mm-hmm.
that these people are now seen as dysfunctional,
Mm-hmm.
because society doesn't conform to what they're capable of doing.
Well, I was saying in general too, like I think just people end up developing it just because of like the problems in life too. You just go, as a child, I don't need to worry about bills because I'm fed, and then you go, oh God,
Oh no.
and then the anxiety shows up.
And then there's problems.
Yeah. I don't know, it was a little bit fascinating because as a child I was scared of ghosts, but now I'm scared of the IRS. Fuck
Okay,
the
hold on.
IRS.
I won't show this to you in post. Maybe I'll try to show this to you in post. But does this image not go hard?
That's a duck smoking. Oh no, it's a duck just breathing. That goes incredibly hard.
That goes hard.
You can just upvote it and then come back to it later.
Well, I need to log in first. I don't know if me logging in will delete it from existence.
Ooh, my nose. Top 10 goobly wooblies. Number 1, goobly woobly.
15.
Number 15. You know how crazy Dank Dolan's like lore is?
When did Dank Dolan get here?
Or I thought that was his video.
No, that's Chills.
Oh, I think it's still relation to him. Do you know how weird that story is? Where the cat girl who would also like do the top 10s with him, like she committed suicide.
What?
Yeah, that whole lore for that whole like YouTube channel is fucking insane.
Never knew anything about the Dolan channel.
Like Planet Dolan and them, they would he tried to become like his own animator and stuff, but just because of the people he surrounded himself with just like kept on dragging him down. Like
That's
crazy events
crazy.
happens. Because I was on TikTok and I'm like, yeah, whatever happened to this guy? This guy seemed like he had like a lot of potential to end up like, being like a really crazy OG YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh God, this is terrible. And then popular MMOs was in a bad spot, and I think he's better now. He relapsed, but he's all like, you live and learn.
Live and learn, baby.
Yeah.
You know what? That's good. Also, my computer, not good.
Ain't no worky.
This is Folks, this is why you make sure to turn on your computers and make sure they're updated.
Yeah.
Because then this happens.
We could just look it on my phone. I'm logged into Reddit.
But I like reading them. I like seeing your reactions when I read them.
We could just have my phone.
You're going to give me access to your phone?
The only thing on my Reddit... Hold on, let me clear my history real quick. Okay, we're all good. The only thing
Alex doesn't need to clear his history.
Yeah, I do, though.
Wait a minute.
Sometimes Reddit is no bueno, because I follow... What's the fucking one thing? Oh, hold on. It'll pop up probably eventually here. Hold on. See, now it's a bunch of Warhammer. I was able to change the algorithm on it, but I used to follow one subreddit where it's like, if you touch this subreddit, you have to post, and everything on that subreddit is just fucking insane shit. People will be like, here's a random thing. I'm like, what the fuck?
What is that?
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Poor computer. Let me update you.
Okay. Here you go.
All right. Scary story or ghost story?
Whatever the hell you're feeling. I think ghost story. I don't want to read about somebody getting shot in their own house. No, that's real.
Not ghost story club.
Real ghost stories. Ghost story evidence.
Ooh. Subreddits for those who have had real paranormal experiences.
Is real all capitalized?
It is.
Real.
Ooh.
Did you just go sort by all time, didn't you, huh?
No. Should I? Should I go by all time, or should I just start scrolling through these top results that we get?
Your fucking computer is gasping for air.
I don't know what I let a couple people use it, and all of a sudden it's dying. It was never like this before.
Have you ever checked it for viruses or no?
Yeah. It needs an update for one, and for two, it probably needs like
you need to clean the
so much stuff deleted off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure there's just an innumerable amount of stupid files on it right now that are unneeded. Anyway, should I just go by
whatever you want? Just lay me out with one.
All right, we'll start with this one. Our London hotel room was already occupied by Street Kale. This is a rewritten true story I posted many months ago. I wanted to write it better. The original is here. Okay. I'm not trying to brag, but I've stayed in a lot of places that shouldn't have been haunted. In Antebellum Plantation.
Okay, I know
the that should have been haunted.
Okay.
Should have been haunted. Antebellum Plantation, a former monastery in France, a 17th century Borges palace, among others, but nothing strange ever happened. Mm-hmm. That changed in November 2024.
Okay, so this is recent. This is a recent ghost story.
My girlfriend and I took an overnight flight to London for a little end-of-the-year romantic escape. Now, I wouldn't describe Soho as romantic unless you're charmed by revelers urinating in the streets, but I had a surprise, a historic hotel that looked straight out of a period drama. In a drizzle, we came to a dignified Georgian townhouse, its brickwork streaked by centuries of soot and a discreet sign reading Hazlitt's built 1718. This was it. The door buzzed us through, and the 21st century evaporated. Wood floors worn by forgotten feet sloped unexpectedly, pulling us inside. Everything was antique, with only a computer and the staff's clothing betraying the present. Drained from our transatlantic flight, we decided to nap for a few hours to recharge before going out to the pubs. Our room key simply read, Sir William Ross. A time-worn staircase groaned with each ascending step until we found a door with the same name. The lock clanked, the door creaked, and the floor squeaked. As we stepped into a small Gothic vestibule. vestibule.
Vestibule. Okay.
Through another bickering old door and into a fully paneled room with moldings buried by centuries of thick, globby paint. The weak autumn sun, obscured by clouds and heavy soak, struggled to light the room, so I switched on a lamp. The bedroom was cramped but well appointed with various antiques. Above our fireplace hung an unsettling painting of a frowning old man who seemed to judge us in perpetual disapproval.
Is the hotel trying to have people not have sex with the painting? Is that the strat?
Maybe they gave for their romantic vacation. They got the
creepy old man staring at them while they bust ass.
The old man room, the disapproving old man room.
Okay. It's so far it's just sounding like I'm just showing up places. So far I'm not really feeling scary.
Our tall windows faced a light well, which made the room eerily quiet for central London. My girlfriend undressed and climbed into the heavy oak bed, where she seemed to fall asleep almost instantly. I lingered next to the bathroom sink, brushing my teeth and taking in the historic details, when something in the bedroom caught my eye. At first, I thought it was... My wife! Hideous! Oh,
never mind.
Sorry, honey. At first, I thought I was looking at an oil portrait, one I hadn't initially noticed, but then I realized it didn't have a frame nor canvas. It was a man, maybe around 30, straightening himself as though he had just set something on the floor. He was standing near the corner of our bed looking down at my sleeping girlfriend.
Huh? Okay.
He wore a dark jacket, had wavy medium-length brown hair that parted to the left. He didn't seem malicious, just mildly curious or quietly observant, as though he just walked into the room and didn't expect to see someone sleeping there. Our door was locked, so I assumed the hotel worker had mistakenly entered. I was about to tell him that this room was occupied, but then I realized it would have been impossible for him to have entered our room in absolute silence. That's when I noticed his clothes and hairstyle again. The lapels on his coat were dramatically overlarge, and his parted hair had a carelessness that felt rebellious and youthful, just not of this century. The reason I initially mistook him for a painting was because he looked like a character from a Jane Austen movie, but dressed simply and more somberly. I didn't understand what I was seeing. A strange vibration began building in my spine, as if I were gripping an electric fence. No, it can't be.
Okay.
I had always heard stories of hotel ghosts appearing in the middle of the night, but not in the afternoon, nor visiting almost as soon as you're checked in. He wasn't transparent, nor floating, nor glowing, nor a mist. He just looked like a man. It just looked like a man was in our room. He didn't say anything, and I never saw him look at me. Only at my sleeping girlfriend. You back off my wife!
No, did he say that?
No.
Oh. I was like, okay.
Back off my girl. Still standing only 15 feet away with a...
15 feet away? How big is this fucking room?
Well, 15 feet's not that far in room standpoint.
That's a big room, Caleb.
All right. Here's how we settle this. Well, this room's probably about like 10.
I know.
That's... If he's... Alex, think of a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
You're standing at the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
The bed's usually pretty decently far away from where the bathroom is. That's at least 15 feet. If you were to walk outside of a bathroom in a hotel, take a gander at the bed, that would be about 15 feet away.
I don't know. Measurements always confuse me in real life because you say that and you go, that's not that big. And then you look at a 15-foot alligator and you go, God damn, never mind.
Well, when it's a living thing that's 15 feet long, that's big.
I know. I'm just like, my brain is trying to wrap it around. Okay, just continue.
All right. Blah, blah, blah. With a wide open doorway between us, I felt an intense sense of vulnerability, as if there were a hot, invisible spotlight on me. I had no doubt this person was dead. Growing up, my parents only ever lived in historic homes. It had been years, but I knew this feeling. I don't like to acknowledge these types of things, as I think it encourages them to interact with you even more. So I pretended I didn't see him and turned back to the sink, brushing again. I ran.
Wait. What? Wait. wait. There's no. Do you see the problem with this, or am I just fucking?
That he just.
Oh, there's somebody looking over at my girlfriend's body. Anyway, back to my teeth.
Back to brushing my teeth. He must be on that Alex schedule of teeth brushing. All right, I got to spend at least 8 minutes on these puppies. I'm not letting nothing. Not even a man looming over my sleeping girlfriend.
No, I would stop brushing my teeth in order to... I would be like...
Hold on, honey. I got 4 minutes left.
I haven't had my other toothpaste, so my things have only been 4 for right now. I've been out of my gum, my anti bacterial gum one. It's been sad.
I ran the water and began to unnecessarily and clumsily jostle our toiletries around, trying to make some noise. I rinsed my mouth and turned back to the bedroom. He was gone, and so was my girlfriend. He was actually an invader.
Wait, what?
No, that I just added that on.
Oh, okay.
I have thoughts. I'll save them for the end, but I have thoughts. He was gone. According to lore, the hotel is haunted by the ghost of William Hazlitt, a writer who died in the building and who the hotel is named for. Later, I found a portrait of Hazlitt. His hairstyle was a little different, but everything else was plausibly matched. I stepped back into the bedroom with an intense feeling of being watched. My girlfriend was fast asleep and nothing was missing. I was obviously spooked, but slid into bed and told myself that I was just tired from the long flight and seeing things. Despite my unease, I fell asleep and the rest of our trip was amazing. But privately, I was unnerved. I didn't want to scare her, so I waited until the flight home to share my story. She was disturbed, but hadn't seen anything strange herself. We talked through the possibilities. Was he a hotel worker? If so, why not knock and announce himself? He would have definitely seen us while in the vestibule prior to entering our room. Perhaps a lost guess. Our door was locked. A hallucination from sleep deprivation. I'd slept on the plane, and I don't hallucinate just because I'm a little tired. You think that until you go with 2 hours of sleep over the span of a week. Maybe I didn't hear him enter over the sound of brushing my teeth.
Hey, that's loud as hell.
It wasn't a noisy electric toothbrush, but a quiet manual one. That hotel was so ancient and creaky, I'm certain I would have heard something. Then I realized I never checked under our bed, so I cannot rule out that someone was patiently hiding there. And to be honest, that might be the most terrifying explanation of all. So, I just gotta say that either this story's fake, or this guy's just the biggest coward to ever... This chick, that's a red flag for her. That's a red flag that her boyfriend saw a man looming over her while she was sleeping.
Yeah.
And then said nothing. Proceeded to turn around and continue brushing his teeth in hopes that the man would go away.
I'm gonna be real with you. It's not a red flag. It's a fucking... a deer stuck in headlights situation. Like, you failed animal class. Maybe you're dead.
Maybe a white flag then. He just surrendered immediately.
I would have dropped everything I'm doing and went full.
Been like, what are you doing here?
Intruder!
You shouldn't be here.
Full leap.
Like, even if the first thought, especially given his description, the first thought shouldn't have been, this looks like a man in my room. Must be a ghost.
There's a man in my room.
It'd be if he said it didn't look like the descriptions of ghosts. It's like you couldn't see through him. It was like an actual man standing in my room. But buddy, That might have been an actual man in your room.
And you know what I have to say, as both of us working in EVS, having to constantly, basically, almost be a hotel maid, more or less, glorified hotel maid. Once you usually see a person, you notice them. You usually do like at minimum, just like, hey, I do.
Yeah, especially in our case, working nights at the hospital. Yeah. Like, there's so many stories of like ghost encounters and stuff that are shared through everybody who works there. That like your first thought upon seeing a human shape is to be like
panic.
Let me see what this human shape is, because clearly this might be either a person that I should acknowledge because they'd find it rude if I didn't acknowledge their existence, or it's a ghost and I have a cool story to tell everybody.
I won't lie, the 2 times I thought I was fucking seeing shit or having a paranormal encounter, I almost socked 2 women, nearly. Melissa and fucking Lisa. They came up to me and I fucking went, I was like, oh my God, I was going to kill you.
I still remember, was it you and Lisa or you and Riva that I jump scared?
I think it was probably me and Riva. I won't lie. I can be jump scared very easily. It's a good, like, if I don't hear it and you go, ooh, I'm like, ah!
I want to say it was Lisa because she was always jump scaring people.
She was jumpy too.
So
she liked to scare
because I remember everybody walked out to that back dumpster and I was like, man, this is like the perfect opportunity for me to just get them good. So I perfectly hid myself on the other side of the wall, and because like the way the light was shining, you could have seen my shadow. So I like sucked my gut in. So I perfectly blended with the shadow of the wall, so you could even see I was there. As a memory goes. Oh man, that was fun.
It was. Yeah, that story that was asked, like several things here.
If it's real, you're an idiot.
Like, you failed on several categories of living. Like, several. How do you panic shuffle back into the bathroom? Actually, I have a spooky story.
Ooh.
I'm going to tell you something differently here. And you know what? Unlike that guy, I actually acted correctly.
Oh, we're gonna see the proper reaction to a situation like this.
No, this situation, it's different now. Because okay. I'm going to clarify this story. So over the... No, my mom doesn't watch this. Okay. So, over the past few weeks, I have... Okay. Further back. So, my girlfriend, Natalia, bought us... I like to partake in edibles. Or weed. The kush. But I've never smoked. Never. And I've always wondered, because people have... I read on the internet that a stomach high versus, an edible versus... a lung high with, a joint or something is different.
That's more like immediate, right?
It is. I'll get into it. So, there is a difference. And over the past few weeks, my girlfriend just didn't want to just have the joints with her. I don't know. That's always picky. She's like, no, I didn't want to get high. It's like, I feel groggy afterwards. Me or somebody pulls it out immediately. And that's like, I'm game. She gets FOMO bad. It's a bad thing. But for whatever reason, she didn't want these joints. So over the past few weeks, I'm trying to get rid of them. It's like I'm just trying to smoke one every now and then.
I'm tired of these things.
No, because they smell. I can understand how people get caught. Yeah. Edibles, instantly one of the best ways just not to get caught. You get high, your eyes don't get red because your eyes are not connected to your bloodstream. So your eyes won't turn red because of it. So you're all good. Take an Eddie, you should be fine. Take 1. Do not do 2. You will be fucked up. The past 30, you're in the fucking danger zone. I have no idea. I don't know how people take 500 milligram edibles.
That's Great question. Anyway, continue. I want to get to the spooky part.
So, getting to the spooky part. So over the past few weeks, I've been taking these joints and smoking them outside of my house, going on walks. So far, it's been pretty good. Experimenting with the marijuana, smoking it style. Pretty cool. Way better of a high. way better for a high. It's like you actually, I think, like I'm not to say I don't think, but I think like, oh wow, okay, I'm thinking way differently than I regularly do. Not like drunk think. It's like, the state of our economic society, and that's how I get when I get high. But I've been doing this for the past few weeks, and I would say I'm being kind of an unreliable narrator here. About maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, probably 2 weeks by now, I was out smoking, right? And I'm just trying to burn this thing as fast as I can so I can just get home and just play video games or something still with the high on. And so I don't want to fucking DDoS the house I think it came from. But while trying to just burn this joint as fast as possible, and Caleb is correct, you almost instantly get high. By this point on my walk from my house to this other point in the neighborhood, right? I'm already high. I'm like, I can feel it. I'm getting all I'm listening to my music, right? And I'm fumbling with it. I probably still have like a couple decent hits left, right? And I'm just like, okay. And I have one headphone in. Currently, there's no music playing because I'm fiddling around with my phone, joint in one hand, phone in the other. I'm just like, what am I doing here? And then I hear it. I hear screaming. And I go, oh, nah, man. Oh, no. What am I doing, bro? There's no fucking way. And the difference is it was a child screaming. And I was like, okay, what are we doing here? It's like, and no, it's a muffled scream because I can clearly tell, even in my high state, it is definitely coming from a house. And so I think I pinpointed the house because I not sat there, that would have been creepy. I'm just like, with my phone, it's in my left hand. I have the other thing in my right, and I'm just scrolling, just like, I just hear a child scream. I'm all like, are we good? What the fuck is happening? So then I really hear the pickup of the scream going, and I go, I'm gonna start power walking, and I start power walking, and it gets louder. Then I hear a woman start screaming, muffled, of course, and I just keep walking and walking and walking because, like, of course, in my high state, I'm like, if some shit's going to go down, I am in no place to do anything right here. I got my pants down. I'm trying to have a good time. I am hearing shit. This is weird. Now I didn't hear any other voice. I didn't hear a male voice. I just heard a child's voice and a woman's voice. But I was just all like, that's fucking. This is like 9:00 at night, right? And this is it was on a school day, right? And I'm just like, that's fucking weird. It unnerves me because I know about if you know like housing statistics, domestic violence cases are a thing. They happen all the time. They're shockingly common.
When was this again?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, because I was gonna say if this happened on Monday, it might have been because the Mariners just lost.
And you know what? Was there a game going on? No. They had. I don't think that series went on. But it was just weird. I was like, that's weird. That's creepy weird. And then the other thing happened. So this was like 2-3 days ago. Right. So I already had that first encounter, and it was creepy. I was like, I still think about it. I go, I hope that kid's fine. I hope that woman's fine. I hope it was just, your kid was just being a nuisance and they were screaming. You just beat your child. I hope, it's correct parenting. It wasn't like an actual case because, child abuse is a thing. So who knows? It could have been a mom on kid thing and I didn't know. So, that's still scary in and of itself. But then I'm fucking smoking a doobie like 3 days ago or whatever, a couple days ago. And I'm even farther from that house. I won't lie. I low-key kind of avoid that spot now just in cases. And I'm in the back, right? And of course, I got my head on a swivel. I think earlier in the night I saw like a dad and their son walk their Labrador or whatever. I'm like, oh, people walk at 8:00, 9:00 at night here still.
This is normal.
And then I notice a truck. It's very slow. It's a very slow moving truck. And then I think to myself, why are you driving so slow? Also, why are your windows so tinted? That's weird. It's still driving slow. And then, of course, when you're high, you maybe get a little bit paranoid. And I go, that's kind of weird. Probably should start walking back home. I only have a little bit of this thing left. It's always after the joint is done. And I'm walking back home, and this fucking car, this truck, is going down every street. I'm not kidding you. I saw it 5 different times in the same neighborhood, not doing anything. Now, I thought to myself, okay, this could be several things. One, this could be a new driver doing their nightly driving courses. Thought about it. I thought of everything reasonable at first. I was like, it could be an undercover cop. He has I think with on standard, some of those undercover cop cars usually have like the what's the technical name? The bars in front of their stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, it's maybe a cop. Well, then you ultimately think, wait a minute, I'm smoking. Oh no, panic. Legally, of course. But I didn't have my ID on me, so they could have been like, well, because of lack of evidence, sir, we gotta do something here. I don't know how that would work. Remember, terrified. But then I also thought to myself, wait a minute, I've seen cops come down here because I've not been busted by one, but when me and my girlfriend were making out on Road F, having a good time, a cop did show up and did question us.
Woo! Excuse me.
Yeah, that's a whole different story in and of itself. I won't tell it because it's personal between me and Nat.
That'll be a Valentine's Day story.
If I have Nat here, it's because it's funnier with her. But so I do know the cop that does the regular patrols. So I could have, because of me being high, I could have been like, mistaken it. But then I thought, how many times have you checked this?
Yeah, to go back and forth.
Back and forth, going further, triple checking. It went down my house like twice in the time I was walking. So I'm just like, this is weird. I don't know. And of course, I'm high doing all this, but it's just, you start noticing things. Even when I'm sober, even when I'm walking to the furthest point of the neighborhood, even by myself, I'm like, dude, it is so fucking sketch out here. Peaceful. It's like there's an opportune time to do it. Since I can't do it all the time. There's like in between like 9 and 7, you still have a little bit of light out there, so it's just perfect. Once it goes black, bro, you start noticing one. Damn, we have a failing infrastructure. Most of these lights are out.
That's insane.
I thought actually, kid you not, Samaritan Alex over here gone off of the joint. I'm looking at this light. I should totally call City Hall to get these lights fixed. Like this is so bad.
That's reasonable. That sucks.
Yeah.
You'd think, especially because where Alex lives is a like newer neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like you'd think that they'd upkeep that a little bit.
No, not at all. And
that's crazy.
To make it funnier, not all the lights are uniform. There's a little bit of white lights. There's orange lights. There was one that was like kind of like a clear light. It was like the lighting here was completely different. That was when I first noticed the cop. I think it was a cop. I don't know. I still thinking about it. I don't know. It kind of freaks me out walking the neighborhood like that.
So you never figured out what that was all about?
Nope. But it scares me because I know the statistics and I heard it. I'm like, oh, that could either be discipline or I'm hearing a mother beat their child like really excessively. So I was definitely creeped out. Like I know too, you're looking at me like, oh, of course you were high too, so it could have been a little bit altered state of mind. But it was just like, I don't want to be around that. That's creepy.
I mean, even out here when you hear the screams of children, it's like, especially I think this time of year also adds like an added on like spook factor.
I did get scared with the Halloween decoration. I was high. Oh, I kid you not. This is a totally different day. Unrelated to any 3 of those. I think that was like the 3rd one I was taking. I like getting high and looking at the decorations. It's really nice because you're like, oh, these are so neat.
Cool.
But there's one decoration that jump scares you in somebody's front lawn. So I'm just walking. I'm like, oh, that's so nice. Ah! I was like, holy shit.
You got jump scared by the lawn decoration.
But I didn't know it was electronic. It was loud as hell
that's
too.
Funny.
It was
Funny.
crazy.
I hope for the people whose house that was that they either A, saw that from the window or B, had a Ring camera that went off right when that happened, so they got to enjoy the fact that their decoration actually did what it's intended to do.
Yeah, I was playing on my phone. Here's my little thing, like my joy, and I'm just like, oh, that's so. It's like, oh, that's. I was thinking I was looking at Warhammer minis on Reddit, so that's when you can see most of my.
Interesting.
It's like, oh, look at these. Ah, holy shit! I didn't say anything. I just went, oh fuck. It was crazy. I thought I was a goner. No, I wasn't. It was actually it was a cool decoration, but it's weird. It's really weird. I've walked that neighborhood so many times, and just the one time, like I'm literally not gone, but I'm all like, oh, that's fucked up. I think there was like a psychological horror thing to it. So I'm just like, oh my god. There's a statistic happening in that house right now.
Family could be getting beat right now because of a sports game.
Possibly. I don't think the Mariners are playing it, but if they were, they probably got beat.
They might have.
Yeah, but that happened. It was really weird.
The truck one's the interesting one because
yeah,
the only thing I could think like non-malicious is they were looking for someone's house and couldn't find it.
And I have to counter that. So remind you, I'm still fair to the argument. I'm still high. So in my state of paranoia, I'm looking for the truck. I'm doing swivel backs or whatever. And
where's it coming from this time?
And to game theory reference, when there was a theory that Snake and Metal Gear Solid 1 wasn't smoking cigarettes, he was smoking joints because of the time dilation. Mm-hmm. That does happen when you're high. You definitely feel time does feel like it slows down on either or edible or smoking it. But I noticed the fucking truck it goes out towards the position of this house. So it just goes out in that direction. I'm like, oh, okay. And then it comes back again. So I'm all like, I can't think it's somebody trying to find somebody's house. And actually, I take it back. On that night in specific, yes, there was a Mariners game. There were people leaving houses about like an hour or two afterwards, I thought. But that truck still was roaming the streets around.
That's just weird.
Yeah, it could be. I think the answer most likely, if not, is a cop. I really do hope if it was a cop and he did notice me, he'd be like, I would have got your ass 15 years ago. Not today though. Not today.
Do cops? I don't feel like they typically drive unmarked trucks.
That's what I was thinking. Because remember, going back to literally 2 years ago with that Nat story, there was a whole marked police officer who came up to me and be like, what are you doing back here? I'm like, fooling around. He was like, okay, you better get home though.
You better get home though.
Yeah, I'm like, thank you, officer. Thank you.
If it was when did this happen?
It was like 2 years ago, I think around the same time this year.
See, he just knew there's the chance that cop might have saved you from the slasher villain.
Maybe.
He stopped a slasher.
I don't know what he looked like, by the way.
You don't know what the cop looked like?
I think he came out of the car, and I did too. To show him because the car was off.
Pants down.
No, my pants were on. I threw up my flip flops. I went like this, like the car doors here, and all I did was. I threw both of them down. I put them on. I was like, "Hi, officer." He's like, "What are you doing?" And I couldn't see him because his headlights were blocking his. He looked like one giant, big black shadow. Yeah. And then he left.
Maybe it wasn't a cop. Maybe it was a guardian angel.
Maybe it was. That's what I think sometimes.
Saved you from Psycho.
Same spot I saved Marley in too, by the way. So it's apparently Road F at the end of it.
It's a cursed spot. That cop was a guardian angel saving you from that cursed spot.
Maybe.
The evil demon tried taking Marley that day.
Probably. But yeah, that unmarked truck was still kind of weird though.
Yeah, that's
it was a Ford F-150 white. Couldn't see into the fucking car at all. Just kept driving around. And you can usually tell an unmarked cop vehicle. There's a few ways to tell. It's usually by the antenna. There's usually antenna on top. I saw no antenna, so I'm all like, that still freaks me out. It's just weird things. Like once you know statistics, it's the weird thing about statistics. This is why I look at my YouTube number nowadays and I start going, because I'm like, statistically, a lot of you like feet, and one of you probably has killed somebody.
It's true.
It freaks me out. So when I look at houses and I hear that, or I see weird cars like that, I go, I don't like that. That no make, I don't,
I wish I had a good scary story to share, but I guess just every day has been a nightmare for me.
That's fucking crazy.
No,
but it's definitely sketch. There's some, I won't lie. Remember that time we were doing the phobia checks or whatever, and you were like uniformity, like, or whatever that fear was, like the same pattern repeating. Yeah, walk at a neighborhood, at a new development neighborhood at night with houses with like no character to them yet. You start tripping out. I won't lie.
It gives uncanny vibes.
Oh yeah, it is bad out there. I'm trying to have a good time. I won't lie, man. I'm probably trying to move out soon because I don't want to keep on going outside. I don't think I will continue doing it. I think I will stick to Eddie's. But if I ever did want to smoke like proper, there's no way I'm gonna keep on walking at like 8 o'clock at night to get high because it's like, first off, the environment is like stupid scary. It's almost all dark, and then like. I think out of the nearly 8 times I've done this now, I think with the amount of joints that were left in there, 2 of them have now led to either domestic violent case or unmarked vehicle. And I'm all like, this is weird, man. This is really weird.
That's crazy.
I thought. I thought, you know what a joke I thought to myself with maybe the potential domestic violence one is, so like something did happen, somebody catches me on their ring cam, they come to my house later and be like, Mr. Pruneda, what were you doing at that late hour? I'm like, officer, I was high as hell. Well, you're
okay. You're a lead witness here.
Yeah, I'm like, shit. I thought about that on my way back. I'm like, damn, if there actually was a case.
Those prosecutors, their only witness has the biggest hole in the fact that he was high. So the defense can be like, he wasn't even in his right mind. He might not even know what was happening. He might have imagined the screams, if there were any. Isn't that right, Mr. Pruneda? You were high on the scene?
I was, but I'll tell you this. Lonely Stoner was not blasting in my headphones. And I heard shit.
I heard things. I'm usually not paranoid. That would be crazy if I had to go to court and just have to explain. I wrap myself out because my parents don't know to court, and my mom's like, "You're getting high." That's not the point right now. That's the point.
I'm the witness in this case. But no, it scares me like that because I think conversation previous to that was the Chris Benoit case with WWE. I don't think you know that one. I don't. Yeah, where he was a WWE star that had like severe brain damage, and he more or less butchered his wife and choked out his daughter. His son lived because he wasn't there, so it's like this big crazy thing. So I always think about that and go, I know he was a one in a million type of case, but I just think about stuff like that. I'm like,
could always happen.
It's just weird. Like I always hear stories from my parents like, oh, so-and-so was in a fight, da-da-da-da-da. So it always, I don't know. I know you're interested with the truck, but the scream always gets me because I know I heard it because I kept walking like, even if it's fake, I'm just going to try to move on. I'm like, motherfucker, can you be quiet? I don't want this.
Stop screaming. They're like crawling out of the house to they see you and they're like screaming for help and you're like, nope. Nope.
It's weird. And you know what? I've been high in Seattle and have never been that scared. I've literally have walked down probably not one of the worser streets in the U district, but I've been gone off an edible with some pretty sketchy people around. That me walking my neighborhood is still scary. Because it's just like I don't know what's happening. I can visibly see the hobo or the drunk guy. I can shimmy away, but I don't know where the voices are coming from. I think I knew because there was only a street on this side. Funny enough, on that street too, just to add to the statistics to it, there are 2 cops that live there on that street. So if you want to bring out the whole domestic violence that cops bring to families, potentially could be that too. I thought I pointed out the house to myself. I can't confirm it, so it could have been a different house.
Could have been any house.
Could have been any house on my right side.
Yeah,
It was
crazy.
It was definitely weird.
I think we would have both had like very very different reactions to those situations. Like instead of fear, my curiosity would be piqued. I'd be like, "Where's this truck going?" Or "Why is this kid screaming?"
That's what I thought. I thought
I'll stick around and figure out why they're screaming.
But then I don't want to see. I don't look like a weirdo.
Well, like you just can kind of slow down your pace and like kind of listen in and hear if the screams are like, "Oh no, I need help," or screams like, I want to watch Bluey.
That's what I thought too, but I don't know, because I was high, I was like, oh no, panic. Because if I was sober and I heard that, I definitely would have been like, I can't get up and do this because I'll unfocus the camera. But I would have been like, if I want to take my other headphone off. Huh?
Pardon?
Yeah, but no, it was definitely like weird. I just went,
I guess I do have a I guess if you could call it a scary experience.
Okay.
So you know how I struggle sleeping, right? I always have problems sleeping at night.
Yeah.
Well, as of the past couple months, I'd have to say that has been kind of like
better
exacerbated.
Oh, it's
to the
worse.
point where I now know that every morning at 5 a.m. I wake up. And I've been so confused as to why this has been happening.
Okay.
Like every morning, I don't have an alarm set. I don't have anything set up. Doesn't matter what time I go to bed, because usually I go to bed at like 1 or 2, and I'll wake up at 5.
Okay.
And I'm tired the rest of the day because I woke up early.
Yeah.
And so one morning, I woke up at 5, and I looked at my phone and saw that it was 5, and I was like, there's got to be like demons or something trying to claim my soul in my sleep, that my instinct is to wake up so the demons leave. Like at this point, that's the only thing that could possibly rationalize the fact that at 5 a.m. every morning, I wake up to nothing seemingly. So then the next morning at breakfast, this was a Saturday, I asked Colby, I'm like, Colby, why do you think I keep waking up at 5 a.m. every morning? Like, for seemingly no reason. There should be nothing to wake me up. I just wake up at 5. Colby goes, well, I do come in the house and go poop every morning at that time. And it all made sense. Because for whatever reason, I'm a light sleeper. So the sound of Colby opening the door at 5 in the morning, the front door, is enough to wake me up every morning at 5. And up until just last week, I had no idea why I was waking up so early every single day.
I wouldn't say you're a light sleeper. I think that's probably actually pretty normal. That's a good reaction. Just the door opening is like a good moment, you know?
But I shouldn't be able to hear that.
I know, but the fact
it's such a slight noise that my instincts can pick up on.
Weird. He senses the aura.
I must, because the only, like, for
that's
some
so
reason...
Weird. That's when I poop.
That's weird that you keep waking up at that time, because
I'm usually taking a shit.
I'm taking a poop at like 5 a.m.
Who takes a shit at 5 a.m.?
Apparently Colby, every morning.
I wake up, but like even when I wake up early, my pooping and peeing pattern like is like from like 8 to 10.
I don't know how he does it and why he persists to do it. He could go poop at any time, but no, he has to go at 5.
5 a.m. pooping is crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no demons coming for my soul. Just Colby.
Other than that one time.
What was that one time?
I don't know. You told me that you woke up to somebody saying Caleb.
Oh yeah, that's right. I guess that might be the other thing that I don't have scary stories, is I just have such a non-reaction
to things.
Like
the way you answered the whole screaming girl thing was like,
Interesting.
Interesting. It's not fear. It's what's going on?
Someone might
there?
be dying there. I should probably take note of this.
Starts writing you down.
Yeah, I would that mean that my fight sense is heightened more than my flight sense?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
No fear in my heart.
Astartes feel no fear. They know no fear.
Except for women.
Except for women and large bodies of water.
Women and water.
Large bodies of water.
Like a cat. Have the same fears as a cat.
As a male tabby.
Oh no.
Male tabby level.
Male tabby level fear. Red tabby specifically because they fear nothing. They'll just jump off of balconies for no reason.
Yeah.
Shove their head inside of a dog's agape mouth.
Yeah.
Not considering the fact that the dog might just chomp.
Even looking back at that story because I can see it. Even if it's off screen.
Stupid.
Yeah, no, I think I look back on that. Even when I'm like high and I'm experiencing a oh shit moment, I still go, I probably need to do something. So I still took it into account, even sober now, going, yeah, that was weird. Probably, you know, just in case, if there ever was a domestic violence case. Like, yeah, I heard yelling one time.
I like how this whole episode just was us talking about how stupid the guy was in this one story.
No, it was. I saw a man look over my girlfriend, and I didn't do anything.
Where's the instinct? Where's the protective instinct there?
Yeah, he's dead. He's chopped.
Or at least his girlfriend is. His girlfriend's dead.
Yeah. You got Silent Hill.
If this was real, if this was a real story,
you failed. You failed on so many
that
categories.
girlfriend should be infuriated that he did nothing in that situation.
Yeah, a little bit. That would be pissed at me, but I would have said something.
In his own description, it looked like an actual person in their room, just dressed in old clothing. Why would he not approach that in any capacity?
That's weird.
That's an immediate, you shouldn't be here. Why are you looking at my girlfriend while she's sleeping?
But no, let me go brush my teeth.
Yes, my teeth must be brushed to the fullest capacity. I will get back to you in a second.
That's the worst. I don't even count. Is that even flight? Is that a flight response?
That would be flight.
That's such an awkward flight response. Because looking at my two stories that just happened within the past maybe 3 weeks or whatever, all of them happening in October, by the way. Funny enough, at least in my case, it's like Caleb and Post play the clip of SpongeBob. Running, keep running,
sprinting. I just gotta keep sprinting. You don't even know how many times I quoted that playing Silent Hill.
Gotta keep sprinting. That was me. But this is abysmal. This is abysmal on every level.
If this is real, that explains the actions of characters in horror movies.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's how do you not protect not only yourself but your loved one from a perceived danger?
Yeah,
that's a danger.
I hope he checked the room afterward. If he didn't do that, it would be kind of weird.
From the sound of it, he walked out and said, "Yep, I'm safe," and then crawled into bed with his girlfriend and was like, yes, this is good.
That's so peculiar, so bizarre.
Such a bizarre.
But you know what? What if it was real? He did see a ghost. Terrible reaction to see a ghost, by the way. But now it makes me wonder if people have actually seen shit and just went, and walked the fuck away. You imagine you see a little green man come out of a flying saucer for realsies, and you just hit the emote for real. What the fuck?
Because it's one thing is if it was if he described a shadow or an apparition
or a demon
that he saw quickly and then was gone.
Yeah.
In one moment, I could get moseying on back to whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
But he literally was describing a full-on human being in his room.
He threw himself underneath the bus.
He did.
Because he's all like, it wasn't a classical. Please, can you read the comments? I want to see if somebody picks it up on it.
No, they're on board. That's a wild experience. Thanks for sharing it. Thank you for sharing. My personal experience with a ghost was also seeing a regular person. No transparency at all. That is definitely super scary. I had a hotel room already occupied once before, but it was someone who broke in and was just sitting there on the bed staring. It's a good thing my husband checks the room before we enter. What's scarier though, a real live human or a ghost one? Yikes. May I share your story on my new podcast? It's not released yet, but I like reading these stories to my teen daughters. Okay, that's actually more terrifying. They knew that was a real person in their room.
How the fuck do people function? I don't think there should be 8 billion of us on this planet. I think maybe modern medicine has caused problems.
There's too many people like this.
We got too many fucking turkeys walking around.
Well, I mean, that commenter, I'm pretty sure the husband probably immediately closed the door and was like, we're reporting this.
There's a fucking dude in
There's
there.
an actual man inside our room. So I'm assuming they had the correct response. Whereas this guy was like, he basically did the bathroom equivalent of pulling the blanket over your head and trying to get the monster to go away.
That's a good way. That's a good way to put
it. Should we do one more, or should we just call it at the hour mark? Should this episode just be making fun of this one Redditor?
Fuck this guy. This guy did a terrible thing.
No survival instincts. 0 out of 10. I hope his girlfriend left him.
Shame on you. I hope she wasn't doing spins on it. Shame on you.
I mean, maybe he didn't want to sour the romantic mood. His breath needed to be nice and fresh for when the fun stuff came later.
You know how I can tell it wasn't a person of color? Because there was no movement. There was no action. There was no sense of emergency. There was no... I have a lot of black friends. The first thing I know what they would say is insert N-word, what the fuck, another N-word, and then would have started shadow boxing.
Shadow boxing, whatever was in the...
as a Hispanic man, I would have been like, hey, what the fuck?
It's like, what are you doing in my room?
I would have started hitting the Scooby. The Scooby pose. Like, zoinks. Whatever.
Zoinks. The Scooby pose?
Another Scooby pose. Oh my God, I forgot the one meme where it goes, oh my God. And then I would have started doing something. That story was so bad. It reminded me, it flashbacked me to when I was paranoid and went, yeah, man, this is not how you act.
No. Yeah.
No, there was no...
Just pathetic performance from this guy.
Mary, wake up!
Now here's a guy who did a terrible performance on the field. He saw his opponent directly in front of him and immediately folded. He went and back in the bathroom and cowered like a fool while that demon or actual person had full control over the situation, had full control over that man's girlfriend. He had nothing. That demon took the win there.
He really did. He did. Like, it's L man.
L person. What was his name again?
They said he refined the story too. I wonder if somebody was
Street Kale. L Street Kale. Yeah. What are the comments on the original story?
I'm curious.
This is the best story I've ever read yet.
Yet? What do you mean? Reddit's full of bots. There's no way. There's no fucking way, bro.
The bot posting.
Bot posting. We're bot posting here, bro.
Insane. Shame on you.
I hope I see a real life ghost. I really do.
I hope so too. I'd like to. Ghosts are scared of me.
Maybe. low key, I think there is one. Maybe this is one thing we could maybe look up. I don't know, but I think in terms of actual good ghost evidence, I do like the Alcatraz ghost story, not ghost story, but like a photo evidence of it. I think it's Alcatraz, where like a couple was just taking pictures in some mirrors, and there's just a face, just a straight up face, like an aspiration face, just in the mirror with them, or like in the photo. And everyone's all like, "Yeah, this is some crazy." I think Ryan and Shane covered it.
Yeah, they tried to recreate it, but they didn't get anything.
Yeah, I was just like, "This is crazy."
There's a couple good ghost photo ones.
Yeah,
like there's a recent one where it's like a group of women on they're on like a girls trip, and there's supposed to be no kids there, and they took a group photo, and then behind one of their shoulders is like an apparition of like
a 5-year-old
face.
Hello.
That actually happened to my family. It was at my aunt's house. Apparently, they did some crazy stuff there.
What do you mean crazy?
Not always legal stuff either. So one of my aunts did that stuff. Apparently, her ex-husband got chased by a skinwalker inside that house.
In the house?
A demon came out.
In the house?
Him inside the house. And I think they said they saw scratch marks on the walls too. But that can't be confirmed if that was actually a demon or if that was the
family cat
substances that they had taken that caused that to happen.
Oh, 100% they were fucking off LSD. They were seeing shit.
But there was a photo taken outside of that house with a group of people who partook in this stuff that happened. And in that group photo, you could make out behind the actual people's faces, there was at least like 3 or 4 like faces that shouldn't be there, as well as like in the back, literally like a cloaked Grim Reaper looking figure that nobody could explain why that was there.
Okay, so now in that photo, who died next? Was it your grandpa?
Well, my grandpa's still alive.
I thought the other one.
Oh, well, that's on wrong side of the family.
Ah. Okay.
So, I don't know. I think they're all still alive in that photo.
Okay.
But I don't know what happened to the photo either. I'd have to ask my cousin about it because she had it. But no, it was weird. We showed it to my Uncle Larry, my mom's brother, and he's just like...
Demon. That's a demon.
There's a demon.
And there we go. That's it for Spoopy Month this year.
That's it for Spooky Month. I hope this wasn't a disappointing one.
No. We got some real IRL scaries today.
Alex hard carried with his story.
I did. That story was so ass. I play it in post. You see me locked in
with one of his own.
Oh, so like,
here's what you actually do.
Yeah. So instead of an actual ghost, domestic violence,
bringing back the horrors of reality. Domestic violence. Ooh, possible stalker. Ooh.
I don't think it was a stalker. I think now thinking about it, I think it probably was an unmarked like sheriff vehicle. Because sheriffs drive trucks. I know that.
I have never seen any officer drive a truck. I've seen them drive like SUVs and like other like suburban type vehicles, but never a truck.
Yeah, no.
The trucks are always marked because that's usually animal control.
Yes, but those ones aren't F-150s. But I have seen sheriff F-150s like passed out the bridge out there when going to Seattle. I've seen them like on the side of the road. So when I got high then, I was like, that probably is a cop. Cause I don't know who gets a I know truck people because they're all my cousins. Usually you don't get a truck and then just put a face grill on it or the bars in front of it, tint the windows, and you stop there. You usually do other things to the wheels. Those are usually the first things you do. It's wheels and everything else.
I've seen that though.
I know, but it's just you think about all this the stipulation, even though during that moment you just go, that's just weird, just weird,
strange.
I know, but I remember, like I said, I didn't see any of the antenna on there, so even then I I'm just,
and none of like the separation in the back where they have like the visor thing to separate from when they arrest people.
Yeah, and I was all like, remember that the windows were tinted. So I didn't know. So I'm just like, what is going on here? I'm going to tell you this now. It was not somebody getting dropped off or looking for a house. Somebody was snooping. And I don't know who.
Don't know who and don't know what for.
And it ain't my business.
And it ain't
my business. I didn't see nothing over there.
That's the other horror movie lesson, is sometimes it's not your business.
It's not your business.
Ain't my business.
It ain't my business. Then the hero walks by. Hey, did you see this? It ain't my business, partner. But I can tell you, and they immediately tell their business. I did see some peculiar things in this general vicinity.
Oh, hey, it's still not their business. They're just saying what they saw. It's none of their business what actually happened. They're just sharing with what they saw. There you go. The magic of not my business.
Real. It'll keep you alive.
Anyway, I think that'll do it. Hopefully you guys have a good spooky week this week. Happy Halloween on Friday.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's a good one this year. It's a Halloween on a Friday. So I hope you trick-or-treaters, I hope there's trick-or-treaters out. They go all night and everybody has fun. Make some Halloween memories. That's it. See you guys next time.
Deuces!
Peace out.